Bannerlord comes to the Epic Game Store. Kingdom Come Deliverance is free. GTA 5 is coming out again. Skate 4 is on its way, and Battlefield 6 has also had some information. All that and more on today's episode of the game news. Quickly before I get into the video, Games Planet have told me that there is another promotion on Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, 24% off on their store. You can go and buy the Steam key, you can go and activate it on Steam. It helps support me, it helps support Tailwoods, and it helps support Games Planet as well. So if you want to go and check it out, there's a UK and a US link. You can use whichever link you really want wherever you're from, but it just makes it a bit easier with currencies. So make sure you click the link in the description or the pinned comment. You'll help support the channel and get the game the cheapest it has ever been. Oh, it's been a long time since I've done Resin News. I mean, it's got to be 3 or 4 months since the last one. Although I'm going to be honest, this might become a more common thing. But at the moment, it's only really when I've got a lot of different bits and pieces from gaming news that I want to talk about, but there's not enough of one to make a full video. So I just, cram them all together, try and get it to 10 minutes and see where we get from there. First off, as you'll see by the title, Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord has come to the Epic Game Store. Now, we did probably know this was going to happen, but it is official. Now you can go and pick it up on the Epic Game Store if you want to. Of course, it's still on Steam. It came out on Steam first, as many of you know, so it's just an extra platform for it to be on. I keep seeing more and more comments of people asking, is it going to be on console? Well, they have stated that there's nothing planned with that at the moment. It may come in the future, but it'll be years down the line. It's PC they're focusing on at the moment. We've got it on Steam. We've now got it on Epic Game Store. I think that's probably where it's going to end in terms of PC platforms. Of course, you can just buy it off the website, but as I said, you're probably better off getting it on Steam anyway, since it's cheap because of the sales. And there is a Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord sale on at the moment, as I mentioned at the start of the video. Sticking with Bannerlord though, we've had some updates and talks from Tailwoods, another big almost roadmap. It's not as big and exciting as the last one we spoke about and all the things that they're planning on doing in the future, but it's some little snippets here and there, some ideas, some things that they're working on, what we can expect and when we can expect these things to happen. First off, of course, they've been focusing many times and many hours on the bugs and fixes, and they're still doing that. They're still focusing on fixing and optimizing the game itself. Now, most of the stuff has been fixed and most of the stuff is great at the moment, but there's still a few things that are working on. And of course, the more content they bring out, the more time that the game goes on, the more stuff that they're going to have to fix, because they might bring out an update that doesn't quite work and then they have to spend time fixing that. So they're still focusing on that, so don't worry if you've got any quibbles or queries with some bugs that you're facing at the moment throughout your gameplay. But they're also looking at expanding the content massively, specifically expanding the crafting system, also improvements to kingdom politics, voting, and giving the players more options and control. So who's working with you, how you use your companions, and one of the most exciting bits, there'll be additional ways to use companions and clans members, including assigning them as formation leaders, which I think is something really needed. You'll soon be able to assign your companions and clan members to actually lead a specific unit in the battlefield, which is something that I wish they had from the start, but this is really big news. I'm really glad this feature is coming in. We've had some mods that have helped with formations and things like that, but having the actual ability to assign a squad, a certain clan member and a companion will be really helpful at managing your bigger armies. It won't be necessarily that important early on in the game, but as you build up your armies, 100, 200, 300 men, you're going to have to split them into different units and you need someone to help control. Now, at the moment, you can obviously put them into commanded by the AI sergeants, but there isn't really a figurehead for that. There isn't really someone that actually works with them and maybe even is affected by the skills. Maybe you have a companion that has better leadership skills. They could be better at supporting and leading that unit rather than someone that is a better doctor or something like that. Now, that's not confirmed, that's just speculation, but I think that would probably be the more likely way that they're going to go with this whole companion leading formations and things like that, but I guess we're going to just see where the updates come out soon. Additionally, more quests and storylines are being added into the main section of the game. You're going to be able to expand your story. Now, I know many people don't play Mount & Blade for the story. I think most people probably don't play it for the story. They get in, they do whatever story stuff they have to play, or even install a mod which takes away all the story stuff, and they just get to building their clans and building their kingdoms. But they are adding some more mainline story stuff for the guys that like that, so make sure you stick around for that and check out, and I'll hopefully be able to make some videos on exactly what these are once they are released. And the biggest one, coming in the near future, yes, I said near future, is modding tools. This has always been on the horizon. They've all said it's coming, but it's not going to be in early access. But they say near future. It will probably be in the next few months, 2-3 months, and I can't wait. Modding tools is going to be the savior for Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord, I think. I mean, at the moment, it's a fantastic game. Player base is still pretty high, but to keep this game going for as long as Warband did, they need these modding tools. And the amount of mods that have been made already, you have these complete overhauls of naming, textures, troops, fixes, cameras, things like that. There's so many different things we have already. Can you imagine the insanity once they bring out modding tools? And this is the main focus that I'm going to be looking at through the future of this channel. I'm going to be bringing so many more modding videos. I have taken some time off Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord just to reset. I've been playing a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2, the new one, Rainbow Six Siege, things like that. Just trying to reset my medieval gaming brain so I'm back in the mood to start creating those sorts of videos again, and modding tools. And of course, the new multiplayer updates such as private servers, map making, clan implementation, and multiplayer mods will be the things that will bring me back into that. And if that's coming in the near future, you can expect some awesome stuff coming up pretty soon. In our next story, away from Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord, but staying in the medieval era, we're looking at Kingdom Come Deliverance, the game released in February of 2018 by Warhorse Studios. It was a great success, their first IP looking into the single player of course, Bohemia, playing as Henry of Skalitz, going around trying to find the lost sword of your father who was slain at the start, alongside your mother. But now, if you haven't played it already, which I definitely recommend you should, it is free this weekend. This is, of course, the 19th of June 2020 by the time I'm uploading and recording this video. So you can get it this weekend for free, but you won't be able to keep it forever. It is a great trial period. You will probably complete the main storyline in the weekend if that's what you wanted to do, if you were just going to play it straight. It is massive, so you probably won't be able to do all the side quests, but if you like it, if you go and play it for free, it's only £12, which is about $15-16 right now, which is an absolute steal for a game that if you do everything and you're getting 100 to 200 hours with all the side quests and things, and that's not even including the DLCs. When you bring in the DLCs, you can build up your town, you can do the extra DLC with Theresa and following in her footsteps, and you get a little doggy, or your hands cape on DLC. It's amazing. I can't state how good this deal is. A free weekend, and of course that is honor of Kingdom Come Deliverance selling 3 million copies, which for a first IP, it blows my mind. They have done a fantastic job. Speaking of Kingdom Come Deliverance, there is some hints in the woodworks of a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 potentially coming out. I'm going to cover this in a full video at some point soon, but they have been hinting. And if you haven't checked it out already, go and check out the Sexy Biscuit YouTube channel. It is great for all your Kingdom Come Deliverance news, and trust me, they are incredibly set on bullying Warhorse Studios to bring out some news and announcements. And I mean, I don't condone bullying a company for, you know, years to get a release date, but I also don't think I can condemn it, since I did exactly the same with Tailworld. So really, we're both just terrible people. In more news, GTA 5 is coming out on its 6th platform. I mean, we had PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One, PC. Now we've got, oh wait, no, the Xbox One S. Oh no, there's more. Xbox One X, PS4 Pro. Oh, okay, so it's about the 340th platform that it's actually coming out. It's literally becoming Skyrim at this point. We're going to have a Grand Theft Auto fridge, so just hold it in there, guys. It's going to happen at some point. But to put this in perspective, in the same time that GTA 5 has been out since 2013 and re-releasing over and over again, Rockstar previously made 7 games and expansions in the same span of time, and that's in 8 years before. It is embarrassing. But then again, Grand Theft Auto Online is officially the biggest money maker in media history, so it's not like they're gonna just ditch it and release another one. I mean, think about it. If they announce and release GTA 6, they're not gonna be able to make money off GTA 5 Online anymore. If there's some way they could combine the two, but honestly, I don't think they want to risk that at this point. But whether your thoughts are you like GTA or not, if you buy a PS5, apparently you get it for free. So I guess that's a good thing, but everyone's played it at this point. It's still one of the top sellers on Steam. Somehow, 8 years after its release, it's still one of the top. How is it still a top seller? It doesn't matter. It's GTA. Who cares? Star Wars Squadrons has been announced and, of course, set in the original trilogy era. So you're going to be fighting with X-Wings and TIE Fighters going head-to-head. The trailer showed an X-Wing pilot and a TIE Fighter pilot going up against each other, fighting through the debris of a massive space battle that had obviously gone on before. Before each battle, you're going to be setting up with your squad on, of course, the holo map, planning out your assault and your attack. There will be 5v5 space battles in the middle of a massive fleet attack. It is your chance and your opportunity to turn the tides of these massive fleet attacks. You'll be planning all your skirmishes with your squadron in the briefing rooms and, of course, taking off to the evolving battlefields across the galaxy. Pilots will triumph as a team in never-seen-before locations. I'm not too bothered about X-Wings and TIE Fighters. I am a massive Star Wars fan, and I have been playing actually a lot of the newer Battlefront 2 recently. It has turned out to be an incredible game, but I'm not entirely sure it was worth ditching development on that for Star Wars Squadrons. I mean, if anything, I know a lot of people like it, but for me, the space battles in Battlefront 2 are really bad. So if it's anything like that, I don't think this is one that I'm going to be picking up. Furthermore, Skate 4 is on its way. Of course, there's no gameplay or any info at all. But it was announced, so it's exciting. This was something that everybody was asking for. Now, I never really played any of the Skate games. I do remember the early Tony Hawk skater games that I went to play at my friend's house when I was little. And I mean, really young. But it is on its way. And that's all we know. It was just two guys sitting in a room saying, great, we're developing it. But bless them, they do look very, very excited about it. It seems like everyone bashing EA saying we need Skate 4, we need Skate 4 has finally made them crack, and they are bringing it out. I would rather there was actually a trailer reveal, but you know, exciting. And finally in the news, Battlefield 6 is also on, well, maybe Battlefield 6. It looks most likely to be a Battlefield game. In the EA Online conference, they revealed what it looked to be with some more and newer technology coming. It looks like that they're going to be going for massive scale battles. You can see it's World War II soldiers at the moment, but that may just be placeholders that they had from Battlefield 5. But it shows these massive armies. It looks like they're going with using AI to enhance the battlefield. A bit like they used the technology in Battlefront 2 in the co-op, where they had you defending against loads of AIs or even some AI in the battles themselves. This could be something that is coming to the next Battlefield game, and I think it would really be needed. Battlefield needs something. They also show a building falling apart, which they might be bringing back Levolution from Battlefield 4, or maybe they have learned and they are just going with full all-out destruction of terrain. Not just small destruction like in Battlefield 1 and 5 of smaller buildings, but I mean all-out destruction. Massive skyscrapers coming down, everything can be destroyed. That would be incredible, and they need to do something big. They need to do something like these all-out scale warfares with AI on the battlefield as well, and this all the terrain destruction, because, I mean, Battlefield 5, they've ditched that now because it was such a disaster. So the fact that they ditched Battlefront and Battlefield 5 to work on this new Battlefield game means it's going to be massive. And in all honesty, for their sake, it needs to be. But what are your thoughts? Are you still playing Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord to this day? Are you looking forward to the modding tools and what mods could come with it? Have you picked up Kingdom Come Deliverance? If you haven't already, it's free. You might as well. Out of Star Wars Squadrons, Skate 4 and Battlefield 6, which one are you most looking forward to? Make sure you leave it down in the comments. But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more news coming very, very soon. But until then, I will see you in the next one.